just demolish everything. But I'm not sure about how I feel about the lane, B sand, but I don't know how well.
It's fine. I think it's not going to be that bad. You're going to have the doors there to slow down the Razor if you link them.
It's kind of interesting drafting. They obviously prioritize some stuff. I think they kind of did a bit of a curveball. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, the panel was saying that you talked about them being a slow team, but this doesn't look like a slow draft.
They probably realized that they don't play tempo. It's happened a lot, so. Wouldn't that Boxy just like Hero? He just says it's good vibes. Go off with stuff.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, Blitz. And let's get into the games. We've got our casters Cap and SVG for this one.
Despite the high level of skill on either side here, there is a general question about whether or not these two teams have what it takes to be champions. Now, Liquid has already pushed back against that narrative by being able to win a smaller tournament in ESB Season 2, but the question still remains for BBT. Avery, it has been of the highest caliber. So this is an opportunity, right, for BB team to be able to push back against the storylines of the past.
If there's a time to do it, it's got to be now. You don't have a lot of tournaments left in the year. You might not have a lot with this roster if you can't start to get some results on the big stage in the right moments on LAN. And we heard the coach interview, we heard what the panel was discussing. This matchup to me is entirely about the tempo and the pace. The first 10 minutes, super important. The room fight, super important for BB team here. They need this first blood. They need to get out of here.
33, trying to hide away in their trees long enough they can get a couple hits on Psych, and he does manage to get it. No way! Unbelievable, the fact that he managed to pull that off. Gets first blood away from BB team. You want to talk about pulling off moves in the clutch. That was a clutch move right there.
I mean, I didn't think we were going to caster curse somebody that fast. we really did them dirty there. Adapted to a lot of the past times they played against Liquid. We saw the stats. Liquid has beaten them more often than not. Save will get a little return kill in the laning phase. This is a BB team lineup that is designed to win the laning phase. Absolutely no doubt about it. They get the last pick mid for the counter matchup. We saw what teams were able to do at EWC versus Nisha with some counter picks. Not necessarily something Nisha can overcome in a one-on-one, so you have to rely on the supports. But if you can apply enough lane pressure in the side lanes where those supports for Liquid can't make the rotations, and it's going to shove out lanes in the mid game or give you a lot of team fight firepower as well with the extra tree spikes. This is a lane they are used to as well. I remember this is a combination that Save has played going back to, I think, Singapore Major, like 3.5, 4 years ago. Yeah, when DM was on this squad, they first faced this Timber Lion every single game they got it. Kind of going back to the roots here. I think for them, it switched more to that IO Marcy direction, but kind of taking a page out of some of the older strategies here. And Liquid, I mean, they're going for the new stuff, right? The support Medusa.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Because I know you're an old school Dota player. You've been around the block for a while. I know you don't like new things. I know you don't. Why don't you want it on yours?
Look, all I'm saying is if I'm in a random pub and my 4 picks do something reporting.
Mickey gets cut down by the Timber Chain as they'll chase after Insania as well. This lane continues to go better and better. And it looks like they're likely to pick up the double kill, in which case they are. Not quite a double, one for each of the pair of them in the BB team squad. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can keep up with the fast pace that Team Liquid likes to bring. In fact, we've seen that happen to Team Liquid in their matchup against Gaming Gladiators, right? When you're playing up against a fast team, sometimes winning lanes doesn't cut it.
What is this game rotation? I don't know. Mickey made this, but
the Gorgon's Grass latches onto Saika, and that'll allow the Insania Mickey duo that comes through the gate. Just a full-on quad lane to challenge BB team. I guess they're done with this laning phase. They say, all right, we don't want to keep this happening. We're losing out on the laning phase. Let's shift things up. Let's just move some heroes around. Speaking of moving heroes around, Zane's going to move into the mid lane and helps get the kill on Nisha. The mid lane continuing to go the way of GPK as rotation comes in and widens that gap even further.
It's a really important rotation for BB team. If Liquid's going to commit this quad lane to bottom, Mickey's just going to abandon top. You need to get a trade somewhere. So you're going to either rotate the line mid to create the 2-on-1 with the empty lane top and be happy. Double hero gate rotation in 5 minutes. That is a big committal for Liquid. Just abandoning this top lane. They do not feel like they can stand against the Lion Timber. And I mean, this is what this lane is designed to do. Kick you out and never let you come back. Toronto Tokyo did lose this courier. There was Bracer on it. Pound of net worth off the board right now. And triple Wraith ban for GPK mid. And see BB team honestly, get the farm up, particularly on the Beastmaster 33 and for good
mean, it's kind of still the same story of the previous patch, right? Where Beastmaster was all the rage. I feel like he was the hero of the patch for me personally. Like the Aghanim Scepter, and with that you take Roshan, right? Like that whole game plan hasn't changed at all, right?
I think putting Overlord in one game, getting his feet was, I don't know, crazy. Do that again. Another death on the TP out. We're trying to get the Luna back into a position where we can maintain the farm advantage. Another rotation from GPK, trying to get some more tree freebies here. Zania's woes continue on this top lane. He is just a Midas for save right now. Yeah. He is happy collecting it. This is going to be a decent timing for this Lion Blink Dagger if he wants to just rush it straight up.
Since the Timbersaw is off to such a great start, what do you build?
An IO Lion, we're not giving you this fight. Like an IO is going to have a mech lock it, you know, if you get to that point, sure. But outside of that, you don't have that big tank presence. There's an argument there, but
so many disables. Nisha can't survive.
Save is just, he is taking this. Seriously, absolutely. He is just straight up 1-2 lanes on this Lion. For BB team, if you're not getting the fights, well, they're going to start it here.
Yeah, trying to force it. They'll get this kill up bottom lane. So many heroes from Team Liquid at the top part of the map. Seem to have read that pretty well, and they'll take advantage of it, getting the kill in tower on the safe lane.
Treant of Midas there for safe.
Yeah,
Dyer's bottom tower.
how many deaths are we up to for tower? Now they're setting up for a warranted fight here on Nisha as the Blink Dagger reveals itself on Nisha and catches him underneath this ward. That's going to be the Aegis. Can they get him a second time? Are they going to be able to have the disables available? Try and hit him with a Boundless Strike. The timing isn't quite there, so Nisha is still going to have a hard time getting away. Has to drop the coil on a GPK, but the stun is still there from Save to catch up. A little bit of damage is all that's required. He's going to jump to the ward once again. No, got X, so wasn't able to get it. Even if he did, GPK was there on the other side, waiting for him. So, as a result, Nisha gets the Aegis, and here. Yeah, I mean, we saw Team Liquid when the patch first came out. Nice pick off potentially on GPK, but no, Save is here with the save, and they've got the reload team coming in. The damage on GPK is not quite enough. The pipe came through and bailed them out just at the last second. Miro gets there in time, and the damage, the rest of the BB team clean up the rest, and GPK just like that gets up the full HP off of the Boundless Strike. So he doesn't even need to go back to base.
Pupils get saving lives here on the Monkey King with the extra strength.
Oh yeah.
Master, then you negate a lot of the spell damage and the control from BB team.
Foxy stepping forward, go for the deep ward. They do manage to get the hands on the Pusto. Initiation is there. Still, though, managed to get him away. Foxy is stuck in the middle of this Wukong's command, and it's something that Mickey can't challenge either. They have the coil, the overgrowth, the eclipse, all of it being used, but nobody goes down until maybe 33 chokes back in, going for GPK, down to half HP. Might be able to win him off with the Boundless Strike. He gets away. No, Nisha hunts him down. Foxy now, help with Mickey, is focusing on Saika. Can't Toronto Tokyo get them out of this mess. Lends him a little bit of heal, a little bit of extra movement speed to get away, and Liquid do not have the same kind of catch that BB team does, especially after the blink has already been used by both the Puck and the Beastmaster to get that kill on G.
You have to dodge the Treant on the backside. You have to find a big core target with this Lion. He doesn't have a ward to do it.
They spot Mickey. They want to be able to go for him. They got the hex on him. Nisha interrupts it, though. He stops that Primal War on the Razor. Just what they wanted. The Eclipse goes down. GPK is committing for the kill, but he's not going to be able to have the Wukong command. It's no good here. He gets sliced and diced as the chains bounce around, and now the Razor is locked in the overgrowth during his BKB. It has all gone wrong for BB team, and now they're just desperately trying to save what heroes they can, but they will not be able to get away from Nisha as they bring down the IO as well. 3 go down, and Liquid get just what they needed out of this. A team fight into the second Roshan for them. This brings the game back into their control. A game that has been BB teams the entire way.
Fast silence there. That's the part that you want your BB team. It's so deep in, it's so hard to connect there. You still have the Hurricane Pike. That is really what disjointed this whole fight.
And he's also got a lot of experience out of that. Though this pickoff is huge, they still managed to find Mickey here and take away his Aegis. Now, are they going to try and reset off of this one? Man gets used. Mickey is going to be surrounded, but he has his own BKB to be able to walk away. The drain doesn't last for too long. Nisha's assaulting the back line, trying to go for that Lion. Well, it looks like Insanity got found in the corner. He gets cut down by Miro. Now 33. He goes and fights the IO. Gets managed to get the Primal Roar on him and brings him down. Saika, meanwhile, has to use forces BKB to start backing away. Miro is still a god in the fight. He still has not been taken down once in this, but a short timber chain may put him in a backward position. Nisha gets caught. Gorgon's grass is not good enough to be able to stop the damage that comes in. They may be rooted, but they're not disarmed. They lay the damage into Nisha as well as Boxy bring those two down, while Miro remained on the front lines, challenged 33 in Mickey, and did not die.
Very clutch stunts from Save here to try and turn the end of that fight, but it was all through. Liquid needing to find their mark here. Gonna try and jump the timber, but can't die.
ITX. That makes things a little bit harder. The Yules is going to be able to dispel that, but a lot of the damage, can they do enough? Here gets the help for the relocate. Toronto Tokyo to the rescue. Now, they still do use the Wukong's man. Nisha jumped in after that one. Looks like he's got an orb out to still continue to chase. Toronto Tokyo, his relocate back is going to end soon. Stuck inside the overgrowth. Saika's going to be run down underneath the tier 2, and it seems like BBT may be running out of steam.
They just don't have enough teamfight presence to deal with what Liquid are forcing at them. There's a lot to buy time here. This Stone Gaze going in is really messing up the Razor. That is another fight where Saika gets a 0-second link. It's just instantly broken if we're ready for this second war coming through. It allows you to commit on this Timber and still have a backup second initiation. Huge deal. The Yules as well for the Dispel here on the Timber's off. A big component that Liquid were missing in some of these early fights. Timber's just not as good a frontline as he used to be. Now all of a sudden, we're seeing the extra farm here for Vox. He's starting to hit its mark. Even eyeing up a Hex here as this game goes later. I mean, he is almost doubling up the net worth of the other supports in this game. And that is the big... I mean, at some point, BBT, you might have to just commit on Boxy when he goes in. And
Look at that damage. Just from the first loosened beam. Gets the axe off immediately. Boxy blinks in, hits the ult. That's the dispel. Miro, he's going to be safe for the relocate. Now Saika goes in. He does manage to get the link this time around on Mickey, but he can't quite commit for it. He actually has to back away. His team has called that it's time to reset. The first time he gets a good link and he can't commit for it. Safe actually goes back in. They go for the V-spam. Shape, they can blow him up. It's close, but they do manage to get him before the Hex runs thin. Now GPK in the middle of all these things with his life steal and his VKB, but he's going to start backing up, kiting away Mickey. BD team are beginning to break Liquid a little bit here as they've got one pick off, turns to a second one with a tree protector, and now it's time for the Dusa. The tanky Dusa against 4 is not going to be a match for this unless the Foot Dagger with that stupid bubble. They do manage to catch him anyway, the blink forward, and the Gleipnirs will not allow Liquid to be able to escape unscathed.
Boxy is a have him caught and then assemble. See you later. A lot of very small mechanics that could come out here. Either way, they're going to try for Roar.
First Roar going to be put to use here, getting the Timber Saw low. He gets on the BKB, now it's Aghanim Scepter. Liquid start backing away, backpedaling as much as they can, though they're still going to be caught. As the Flamethrower is slowing them down quite a bit here, and Saika gets in the middle of it. Gets caught though. Primal Roar once again being put in. A Stone Gaze is also put him a little bit in a hole here. Overgrowth's going to be popped. Immediately tries to deal with that one. Saika does start getting a drain. It's on Boxy. The IO's going to go down though. Nisha's wrecking the backline though. He's gone for the line. Finishes him up. Hero's dropping low, and he's not going to make it out. Turns around, tries to fight Mickey. It's not going to work for you.
EV team just running out of gas here. Liquid able to kite it out. Didn't even really get the good connections on the Roar. And then assemble. See you later. A lot of very small mechanics that could come out here. Either way, they're going to try for Roar.
First Roar going to be put to use here, getting the Timber Saw low. He gets off his BKB, now it's Aghanim Scepter. Liquid start backing away, backpedaling as much as they can, though they're still going to be caught. As the Flamethrower is slowing them down quite a bit here, and Saika gets in the middle of it. Gets caught though. Primal Roar once again being put in. A Stone Gaze has also put him a little bit in a hole here. Overgrowth's going to be popped. Immediately tries to deal with that one. Saika does start getting a drain. It's on Boxy. The IO's going to go down though. Nisha's wrecking the backline though. He's gone for the line. Finishes him up. Hero's dropping low, and he's not going to make it out. Turns around, tries to fight Mickey. It's not going to work for you.
EV team just running out of gas here. Liquid able to kite it out. Didn't even really...
They're going to go for the Beastmaster first.
Oh yeah, they won 33. That is what this game is about. Well, they find him here on a random line.
Catch him isolated, catch him on the hard camp. Already down to half. Easy kill. Overgrowth comes too late. Now Saika. He's found his mark. Got the link on to Mickey. Just what he wants. With a refresh and a Manta, there is no way for Mickey to be able to fight through this one. They're trying to deal with the Razor as best they can. Another refresh coming out from Mickey. But the rest of the BB team, they've already drained away the damage. And now on the second line, Mickey is going to be fighting underneath the Wukong's command with a Razor that blows up the hell with lots of damage. A Yule on an illusion. That's not what they wanted. Saika starts backing himself away. GPK underneath the Wukong's command is course from BB Team will push through and take down Liquid. The team fights continue to go around, and they still got him. Bishop's not getting away. Got him on the Hex. That's 4 down from Liquid.
Save with the buyback just to clean up that puck at the very end. Get what they came for. A very force the objective. They're going to be able to force this next one. Save you are.
Very spotted. Silence Coil on 2. Boxy's going to jump forward. Hits him with the Hex and 12. They're going to try to deal with Boxy. But the Psycho! He just got blown up. And GPK may have gone up on his BKB and his Wukong Sman. He'll stay alive for a bit, but his team is getting sliced and diced on the outside. Not Miro, though. He's taking with that Agony Scepter. He had a refresher. BKB forward, trying to finish off board. Now pops a refresher. He may have gotten the Trade Protector, but how much can you do all by your lonesome, Miro? You are stuck in an absolute liquid hell of 5 heroes with a buyback coming out from Insania after his death. BB Team equals to Liquid's
Hill from that line exploded, man. That is an insane amount of burst damage going in this Razor. He instantly buys, but there's no way to get here. So this buyback is just wasted. I mean, you're going to get the lanes out. You would have had to commit it anyway. You're at least putting it on the timer. Just a disaster of a push.
And you can see the danger of giving Liquid the initiation there with the Swift Blink and the Glaives on the Luna. She can get right on top of somebody. She's hitting you. She's losing beating you. The Glaives are surrounding her, doing additional damage.
PKP, try and find something here. One of your Lion, though, the lockdown.
Yeah, they're missing that crucial bit of initiation, and Liquid, they can finish up Megas here, guaranteed. But they're a little bit skittish about what the team fight looks like after that, especially with some of their buybacks being down like they are. Arrow, Impale, hits on 3, Zane goes for it, hits the finger onto the beat, didn't get the kill, but still no, the Luna, oh my god, the Luna! She is doing damage, and she will take BB Team out of this game.
I've never seen a better Impale turn into more destruction against your own team. Save doing what he can, but in the end, it is not nearly enough here as, man, that late game Luna looked absolutely terrifying. You have to commit in with the Monkey King.